What's good, babies? I'm just here taking a fat dump on them, playing a little game here versus some poison Colby, so I wanted to share that with your mug. I wanted to first start off actually by saying that Colby is the reason, recyclops is the reason that I even know all these cards and how to figure out how to play versus this match, so check it out. Dive in, dig deep. I have a pretty aggressive start here. He's got me at 3 poison counters already by like turn 3, so it's kind of concerning. Here we go, back up to 4 prologue. You already know what that is. I'm kind of analyzing my hand, seeing what my strategy wants to be. Because I'm at 4 counters already at turn 3, make it 5 at this point because he plays Experimental Augury. I know the game's kind of a clock, so I don't have time to kind of sit there and assess my strategy. Whoa. Okay, sorry about that. I guess I was taking a dump. I possibly still am. But I know my strategy is to be as fast as possible. Normally, sometimes I might. So there's Tyvar stand, right? Gives my dude hexproof indestructible. I'm kind of thinking about I should be chilling for a little while, but then I pause and I realize, man, 5 poison counters by turn 3 is pretty aggressive, and he's got 4 cards in hand, so this is probably a fat L coming in hot. So I decide, you know what, it's time to just get aggressive. Obviously, I'm going to attack into an open field. There's no question about that. But then I'm sitting there kind of debating, and I said, you know what, let's just go with the fat creature again, because if I don't, I'm going to straight lose. I have protection in hand, but I tap all my mana out anyway, because I know if I play too passively and play around protection, then he's just going to be poison countering me. He's got the Mirrex down, as you can see. Mirrex is lit. Experimental Auguries again, proliferate. So because he has that single poison counter on me from early in the game, as you saw in the graveyard, which I think I'll pull up again in a second. 2 prologues already. Then he whispered in the draws to prolift. Then he prologued again. Then he Experimental Augury for prolift. Then he Experimental Augury again. So I'm at 6 now. I'm kind of concerned. But again, I've got a lot of protection in hand. I just don't want to use it for that. Okay, so here's an example of why saving protection can be smart. He goes to exile my guy. But again, I've kind of calculated that at this point, if I'm playing around these, I'm wasting too much mana on a bet. So I decide, you know what, just give it all the aggression I've got. And he takes out my biggest creature, which is good for him because it absolutely would have been the end of him next turn if he couldn't do anything about it. This card's awesome. The draw, if corrupted, draw 2 for 1 mana if they're corrupted, is really great. So I'm sitting here like, okay, I don't have any much for an aggressive push. I can pump with Tyvars and give like my Paul-U +3, which would put it at 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm calculating right now that I could get him down to literally 1 health, but what good is that if I don't have any mana up for protection, given all I have right now is protection? So I kind of do a thing here. I swing in, and then I'm going to save my Smuggler Surprise, not Tyvars. So actually, I did debate. I said maybe I should rip this so I can get him down to that 1 life and just get him really sweaty. But I'm like, in blue-black, he's got 100% ability to take both my creatures out next turn, possibly. So again, play it safe, end the turn, and I'm going to keep that Smuggler Surprise up because it's got a few modes on it. One of them is gives my dudes hexproof and indestructible, and the other one is to mill some cards and get some card advantage out of that. So that was my plan, was use all 4 of the mana towards that. So I'm kind of hoping that he's more of a strategy here to remove my guys. So here goes, sack a dude, get a poison counter. Yeah, you text us how your coffee was. Amen. Obviously, I'm going to sack the smaller dude because sacking the big dude would just be pointless. And also, the smaller dude is an enabler to make my other guys indestructible if I choose to sacrifice him on his own. So here we go. He targets my dude, and I say, you know what? Okay, I don't need to make Paul Ukrainos hexproof on his own. I'm going to just do the Anthem effects on the right here. Boom. So 1 for the spell, 1 for that, then plus another 2 for the other mode. Kind of complex, but basically 4 mana being spent for that. I quickly pick 2 cards I want to bring back to hand and make him hexproof indestructible at the same time, which I think is too much to handle. And that's till the end of turn, so even if he had another answer, there's not much he can do. He kind of realizes it as well and just go immediately for the swing because there's nothing else I really need to think about and end the game out there. But it was cool. I mean, it was threatening. If I didn't have specifically that answer, which is a very, very unique thing, versus me, it's like, oh, that's easy. But versus other people who don't have that kind of protection for creatures, this would have been pretty dang successful because he would have taken all my creatures out, and then I don't have much aggression after that. So yeah, I thought this list was pretty good. Oh, we're still recording. I thought the toxic list was good and wanted to share this video with you guys, so be great.